because of accounting. I sucked at accounting.
I can't even imagine. I literally never took that class, but I've heard it's very hard. Yeah,
For
we all
whatever,
had that one class.
Yeah, and it's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like, it makes you know who you are. So we're not stressed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You become very resourceful. That's all I have to say. Very resourceful.
Yeah. So were you on the cheerleading team all 4 years then?
I was, yes. I came in as a freshman. It was amazing, and I did it for 4 years straight. And then for my 5th year, I could have cheered again, but I decided to coach. They asked me to come back as a coach, so I just
way.
Coach. Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. Did you? This is such an oddball question right now, but do you remember like was there like a picture maybe you took or something, and like it's on like a flag or whatever? Because my friend had a Snapchat and sent it to me, and I could have sworn it was you on a picture of like a Penn State flag, and it was like you as a cheerleader, and I was like, I know her.
Huh. You'd have to show me, but maybe, I don't know, they took millions of pictures and they don't tell us where they put them, so I don't know.
So I'm gonna have to ask her. I'll send it to you afterwards because she has it in her room, and I was like, because she's in the ROTC as well, so I was like, maybe there was a connection.
I think you're right. Yes, it did a couple things for ROTC. Yeah, I think
that is so funny. Yes, yeah. That was just an oddball question, but I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm legit having her on my show.
Very cool. Yes. I was a poster child for ROTC stuff a lot of the time. So even though I wasn't the best cadet, it was just like, with cheerleading and being involved, like they like to showcase that part of their.
Well, it's the personality too. I mean, you have a good personality, so I mean that gets you always first.
Thank you, Adam. You too.
Thanks. Means a lot. And sorry if I don't know if it's the connection, like if it's like lagged at all or whatever. It looks like that on my side. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. If it's me, just tell me. I can try to fix it. So
no, the connection's good. I think it's like just like a second or two off, as we were talking. And that's my. I don't know if I look like that too. I mean, this is like a new app for me, so it's like I don't know how to work it.
You're good. Trust me, you're good. You're good.
All right, we're good. So after you graduated, then did you are you into modeling at all? But have you done that yet?
I have done some modeling.
Okay.
But in general, it's more of like cheerleading and then like PR stuff, like nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
I was curious about that because I'm trying to get into modeling, and so I was curious if you knew of anything.
Yeah, I know. That's like one space where I feel like, I dabbled in a little bit in Atlanta, like a little bit, but it wasn't anything like you really just kind of, and it depends on how you want to go. Like you could just do it on social media and reach out to, brands and do it that way. I have done like brand ambassador type of stuff, but like nothing agency or anything like that. Nothing like that.
Yeah, I was just curious about that. But so after Penn State, then you what was the next step then? Like, how did you end up getting involved with cheerleading and getting on the 49ers?
Yes. So once I graduated, I moved down to Atlanta, and that was my first assignment. So like with the military, you have assignments, and they are set times, like set periods of time. So that was a 1-year assignment. So I was down there. I was a recruiter. I got to talk to kids all day about Air Force ROTC and like the possibilities of being in the Air Force pretty much. So that was a blast. And during that time, I had a lot of, free time in my evenings. So my schedule permitted it. And I tried out, and I was an Atlanta Falcons cheerleader for a year.
That's freaking awesome.
Yes. So that was like my first step with like getting into the NFL space. I actually was recruited in college to cheer for the Miami Dolphins, but yes, but the Air Force was like, you're moving to Atlanta. And so I had to turn down that opportunity. So yeah, I know that was like, oh my gosh, I would have loved to be in Miami, but it's all good. Atlanta was amazing, and we got to do some cool stuff. So did that, and then once my time was up with the military, I had to move, and so the military was like, all right, where do you want to go? And so they give you five choices pretty much, and you rank them in order, and they try to give you your top 2. So my choices were Alaska, New Mexico, Jersey, North Dakota, and California. And I was like, please put me in California. Like, please. I can't do Alaska. I can't do the cold. So pretty much I got California, thank goodness. And that's when I came and I did like a training session, because this is a 3-year assignment. So I did a training session. I went to Mississippi for like 4 months or something like that, came back, and then COVID hit. And so, yeah, like everything kind of stopped with sports and cheerleading and everything. They weren't doing tryouts. And I was like, oh, like I would have loved to try out for the Niners or maybe Golden State, like do NBA or something like that. And everything shut down. And so, or I was even thinking about the Kings, the Sacramento Kings. And so everything got shut down. So I didn't cheer for a year. And then this year I was like, I think I want to get back into it. And so I tried out for Niners and made the team. So that was awesome.
That is so freaking cool. So, I mean, the experience has to be amazing so far. I'm sure you're loving it.
Oh my God. It's incredible. I mean, again, I cheered at the best college there is. So
yes.
It's really hard. It's really hard to beat like 110,000 fans, because a lot of the NFL stadiums are like 80,000 max, you know, I mean, nothing crazy, but it's just a different experience, right? Like in Atlanta, it was the Dome. So I've never cheered in a Dome before. Like, you know, that was really cool. And then now I'm back like in an outside stadium, but this is like the Niners. And so it's like the legacy, the tradition, the like, you know, all the Super Bowls and all the things. So it's like it's just like a very magical experience to be a part of such like a prestigious team. But I've been a part of such awesome teams, so I'm very thankful.
Yeah, I mean, of course you chose the best college or best football, you know, atmosphere in the country. I'm being a part of the Whiteouts. I'm sure were incredible. Were you a part of the famous like return with Chris Olave? Like it was a block kick or whatever. You were part of that then?
Oh my God, yes. And it's such a funny story because I was there, and how they did that game, sometimes they didn't have us all cheer at the same time because of like something went on. I don't know. They had like, so we have 2 teams for the cheerleading team. They have the co-ed team with boys and girls, and then they have the all-girl team with just all girls. So we would switch quarters. Is that right? Yeah, we would switch quarters. So like first quarter, I think that game, it was first and third quarter was all girl, and I was on the all girl team. And then second and fourth quarter was co-ed. So we were allowed to leave after if we weren't cheering the last quarter, and it was snowing and it was cold. And so I left the third quarter and went home, left the game because I was like, we're losing, like whatever. I don't want to be here anymore. I left, and then all of a sudden, the most amazing thing happened. They returned the thing. I think it was Marcus Allen, right? Marcus, wait,
might have. Yeah, I don't know why I think Chris Allen, but that's Marcus Allen.
Yeah, it was amazing, and like I'm all the girls come back from the game who were cheering the fourth quarter, like it was amazing, like oh my gosh, and I'm like sitting at home, like, are you kidding me? I can't believe I left the game. So that was my experience, but. Oh my gosh. I mean, I did the Rose Bowl. I cheered at the Rose Bowl. So that was awesome. That was like my first time in California, actually. I'd never been before. So that was cool. Yeah, did that. And then, I mean, I cheered in Michigan. I cheered, because we did a couple of away games. I mean, everything. And then basketball season was amazing. Volleyball, we cheered volleyball, women's and men's. So our women's team is amazing, you know that. And we did like a soccer game one time. We do hockey. We do everything. So I got to be a part of all the teams, which is cool.
I mean, and there's probably a lot of work that, the practice and whatnot. Even now, I'm sure it's hard to like balance everything, I'm sure, with practicing.
Yeah, you just kind of make it work. You're struggling some days, and some weeks are just like, oh my God, if you have finals and practice and games and this, and it's just like, okay, I guess I'm not sleeping this week. That's just what it is. But I mean, it's just a lot of just, being dedicated and loving what you do. And I loved what I did. So I was just like, well, I'm going to make it happen. You know how it is.
That's too funny. I love that. So, okay. So if someone comes up to you now and was like, because when people ask me, what I do, oh, I look pale too. What's going on today? The camera's like,
You're
I'm tan.
so funny.
I'm tan. Trust me, I'm tan.
Trust me, I'm very pale right now too. It's like no sun.
it's just the lighting. But anyway, so because like when someone comes up and asks me what I do, like nowadays, it's like it's almost intimidating because I feel bad. Because I don't like when you graduate college, you want to say like, oh, I have this job, blah blah blah, but like because I do baseball and because I have all these other things and like I'm like technically freelance and all this stuff, like I tell everyone what I do and they're like, that's freaking awesome. But at the same time, I feel weird because it's not like the normal thing. The normal thing is you get a job and whatever and that's it. But like I like to be different. That's my shirts. They have like normal sucks be different on the inside of the sleeve. Like it's like a hidden message.
That's so cool.
Yes, thank you.
I need that shirt.
Well, yeah. I'll send you the line. It comes out today. Please. The new line. But
I got you.
But it's like it's what am I trying to say? It's oh no, the next line I'm coming out next year. It's going to be I'm calling it "No Dreams, Just Gold." My neighbor helped me come up with that quote. She told me it. But
that's epic. I love it. it.
But not to promote myself. That was my fault. But
no, keep going. I'm here. I am like yes. All the while. I love it. I love it.
It's your episode, so I'm sorry.
No, it's good. And wait, are you doing shoes too?
I'm not doing shoes yet. Eventually, maybe I'll dabble. Then if baseball hits, then I'll try to get into shoes.
I love it.
Yes.
And here's the thing. I know I didn't mean to cut you off, but like
no, go ahead.
Like what you're doing is the not atypical thing like to do in the world, but like honestly, own that. Like own that. I think it's absolutely amazing. And like I don't know where you're going with like exactly what you're asking me, but like everyone has the choice and everyone doesn't want to get into entrepreneurial things. Like not everyone wants to maybe some people just want the security and like the stability and to know like, okay, I'm working 9 to 4 or I'm working 9 to 5 and my weekends are free and like my nights are free and like I don't have to worry too much and I'm getting paid pretty well. Like some people just don't want to, people love that. And some people don't. Like for me, I can't wait to not have a boss. Like I can't wait to not have a boss. I can't wait to like just like let my creative juices go and like meet other creative people like yourself and like just like immerse myself in something that makes me so excited every single day. And like I like working hard and I like being like preoccupied and I like being busy and I like going places and traveling and like my whole life. I think I was just telling my boyfriend like last night, I was like, I want to experience the most out of life. Like that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. So there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. And like having like your secure job to like fund your like passion projects and stuff like that. Like I love it.
Yeah. And it's scary, but where I was going with that question is like when someone asks you what you do, what is like, because I mean, you have your business and you have cheerleading and everything. Like, how do you describe what you do then?
Well, as of right now, I'm still in the United States Air Force. So I am an officer in the United States Air Force. And that is, my number one priority right now. I am separating in June. So next June, I will officially be separated from the military and a veteran. And then I won't say that anymore, but that's like probably like my top thing that I say. And then I'm like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman now. I'm a CEO. I'm a founder and, of 2 companies and I love to dance. So I'm a professional cheerleader and that's just what I do.
That's so freaking cool.
That's just what I do. I think from like since I was a young girl, like my mom always kept me very involved in a lot of different things. And I'm sure with you too. And like in order to get into like schools like Penn State and stuff like that, you have to showcase that you're like a well-rounded person. So like it's like I was always in, doing well in school. I was in like 3 sports. I was in 10 clubs. I was always doing something. Like I played an instrument. I did this, like all the things. It's just like, I think that's really important. And like, even now, like I think learning and like expanding what you're doing constantly is so important. Like you can't ever stop learning. You can't ever stop doing new things. Like now and then like you said, have a vision board, write down all your goals and like, live by that. I feel like I'm a happier person when I have like these extreme goals. Like,
yes.
I'll be